Hi, I'm Mark Hanni, Master Meat Crafter at PS Seasoning. Today we're going to discuss casings. So natural casings come from beef, hogs, and sheep. They have been around for many centuries. They're one of the oldest forms for making sausage that are used. They provide a great snap, they're great for processing, they can be used for fresh, smoked, snack sticks, hot dogs, all kinds of different things. They are thoroughly sourced and cleaned and then selected to size for what we need to use them for. So there's three major kinds of casings. Today we're going to start with the beef rounds. These are used for making ring bologna, they can be used for liver sausage, they also can be used for land Jaeger. So they come very heavily salted and you need to rinse them thoroughly in cold water and then run warm water through them. And then they're best off if you soak them overnight in cold water, and then when you go to stuff in the morning or the next day, soak them in warm water for about 30 minutes before you're ready to use. Moving on then to hog casings. These are specifically used for the making of fresh bratwurst mainly. They're also used for the making of smoked Polish. They can be used for small diameter ring bologna and also used for land Jaeger. And then from there we move on to our sheep casings. Sheep casings are the most tender bite of all the casings. They're used for hot dogs, snack sticks, and breakfast links. So casings come either packed in a saline solution or salt packed. The saline solution is designed for a quick use where you need to rinse off the solution and you can pretty much use them within 30 minutes after soaking in warm water. The salt pack is a heavily salted item which you need to rinse off the salt and then soak them in cold water, run water through them, and then you can use about a half hour soaking in warm water before stuffing. So when it comes to stuffing, they are sold in hanks. A hank is about 90 meters long. We have the beef rounds, and they are designed for the ring bologna. One beef round will stuff roughly about 60 pounds of meat, give or take what size you're trying to get. We then go to hog casings, and there's many different sizes of hog casings based on what diameter you're looking for. They will stuff anywhere on average from 90 to about 175 pounds of meat. And finally, we move to sheep casings. Again, very dependent upon what size you're using. The smaller the sheep casing, the less you will get, but they will stuff anywhere from 40 to 60 pounds of meat per hank. At PS Seasoning, we offer a home pack sheep and a home pack hog casing. They are designed for our home users to stuff about 25 pounds of meat each. These home pack casings are designed for our home users to make an initial starting batch. You don't have to make such a big investment and you can make close to 25 pounds of meat with them. When we use beef rounds, we use them to make ring bologna. They do a very good job for that, liver sausage, and as we discussed, some people also use them for making land Jaeger. When it comes to sheep casings, they make a great product for a hot dog. They can also be used for making snack sticks and breakfast links. Hog casings we use for making natural products like fresh bratwurst. We got some bratwurst here, or you can also make a smoked Polish or something like that out of that. Natural casings, when purchased in the original package, can last 2 years or longer unopened. After you open them up to use them, you want to drain them of any water that's left. You really don't need to put them in the freezer, just keep them under refrigeration. The freezer could start to break down the texture of the casing and it wouldn't perform as well as it first did. And they should last 4 to 6 months under refrigeration after you have them salted. Collagen casings are made from the collagen from beef or pork hides. They're less expensive than natural casings, and they're also easier to use. They come very uniform, as you can see here, and they also do not require much pre-soaking. You don't have to soak them in water. You can use them just as they come off the strand ready to go. The biggest advantage to this is efficiency of processing. You can do it faster. You also don't have to worry about having any kind of knots in your casings like you do with naturals and things like that. So we have three main types of collagen casings that we offer. We have a fresh, which is a casing like this. This can be used for making fresh bratwurst. Also can be used for making fresh breakfast links depending upon what size casing you want to go with for that. We also offer a processed collagen casing, which can be used for making Polish sausage, pre-cooked brats, or even hot dogs or wieners, depending on what size you want to go. Those are usually used in a clear collagen casing. They are designed a little bit stronger and thicker than the fresh collagen to hold up to the processing schedule in the smokehouse. We also then moving on to the most common collagen casing is for snack sticks. They come in a clear or mahogany color, which is the most one used, and they give you a definitive color and consistent sizing when using those. You can twist these or you can hang them long in the smokehouse. We then also offer a collagen ring bologna casing. The advantage of this over using the naturals is, again, they're very consistent sizing. They have a string tied on each end, and they will be very easy to use, give you consistent product. So even though this collagen for the ring bologna is an edible product, we recommend that you just peel it and then eat the meat after you take the casing off. So collagen casings come prepared, ready to go right out of the box or the bag that we give them to you in. They're designed to go on the horn so that the casing pulls off from the top and not the inside of the product. So this is the side that goes on the horn, and then comes off the top and stuff like that. You can definitely overstuff the collagen casing. You want to stuff them so the wrinkles are coming out of the product when you're stuffing it. If it's stuffed too tight and you try to hang them in the smokehouse, they will break from the weight, and the casing has to be able to move around the smoke rod. Also, if you try to twist an overstuffed casing, they will split. So you want to make it so the wrinkles come out of the product and you can squeeze your fingers and still kind of squeeze it together, then you'll be good. Each strand can stuff anywhere from 9 to 12 pounds of meat, sometimes more or less, depending upon the diameter of the product. You can twist link collagen casing. It's a little more difficult than natural, but when you twist it, I recommend to tie a string between your twists to keep that knot solid. Collagen casings can be hung in the smoker. You want to make sure that you're using the processed kind. They are stronger and hold up better to the weight hanging. You can either stuff them in long lengths and hang them like 3 feet long or 2 feet long, or you can twist them in measurements of 12 inches or 6 inches, whatever you prefer to do. Collagen casings will last in their natural package for 1 year to 2 years easily, probably longer. After you open them up, you want to keep them in an airtight bag, whatever is left, and you want to store them under refrigeration. Please keep away from freezing temperatures or extreme hot temperatures. Fibrous casings are a man-made product. They come from the collagen from the beef and the pork. They also are made from a specific tree called the abaca. The fibers in that tree are very tensile strength they're able to work with, and they're stretchable. It works out really nice that way. Fibrous casings come in different varieties from clear to mahogany. They also can have certain coatings on the inside to help you achieve a texture that you're looking for. Fibrous casings are the standard in the industry for making summer sausage, salamis, and pepperonis. They're very simple to use and very consistent. Fibrous casings are actually edible. We do not recommend it. They're designed to be peeled off the summer sausage before you eat it, or the pepperoni, whatever you're making. So fibrous casings normally come in 2 main kinds. There's a clear and a mahogany. You can also get them in a printed with a venison or any kind of a thing you would like on that. And then they also just come with a plain casing, like something like that. The benefits of the mahogany casing is obviously you will get a consistent smoke color. A lot of customers do like using a clear because they want to put their own smoke color on the product for its finished look. A pre-stuck casing has little holes all throughout the casing. It's designed to allow air to escape during the stuffing process. The benefits of a pre-stick casing will allow air pockets not to form inside the product, or those fat gel pockets that you sometimes see. Fibrous casings are able to be stuffed pretty full. Eventually they will get to a point, if you overstuff them, they will split open. So you just want to stuff it so it's tight and you will be good to go. Fibrous casings are very easy to prepare before stuffing. You want to soak them in warm water for about 30 minutes before you go to stuff. And then when you're ready to stuff, squeeze the water out, place it on the horn, fill, and tie. You don't need a special stuffing horn for fibrous casings. You just want to make sure that you have one is the largest size that you can fit for the casing. It does make it easier to fill and will work out better for you. When we soak the casings, that allows the fibrous casing to kind of stretch, and it allows it to be more pliable when we're stuffing that. So when you go to stuff, you want to squeeze the water out of the casing, put it over the horn. You want to fill it with your hand somewhat tight so your hand is keeping the air out of the casing when you're stuffing. Some casings will stick to the meat based on the coating that's on the inside of the casing. We try to carry what is called a regular fibrous casing, which has kind of a partial meat cling coating and a peeling characteristic to it. So if you do find that your casing is peeling hard, it may be the casing that you're using has a meat cling property to it. That was designed for products that are made for salami, where they kind of hang at room temperature and shrink with the product. Fibrous casings are stored at room temperature until ready to use. After you soak them in water and have any left, you want to squeeze the water out and then just hang them to dry at room temp. And then after they dry, store them in a Ziploc bag or an airtight container and you will be fine. Thanks for watching. I'm Master Meat Crafter Mark Hanni. Make sure to head to psseasoning.com to learn more and purchase any of the casings we talked about today. Yum.